I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all ball for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
People tryna say I'm only in the meeting. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll when I roll.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Panthers coming in at 8-5. Going up against the Packers, who come in at 8-5.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught her into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's complete to Cobb. And some room to roam now. 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. In the red zone this time. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Rodgers on third down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from the U, Rayshon Jenkins. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Mario Addison in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. his carry there of 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. He drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a major development here. Aaron Rodgers out. And coming in, a man who had great success in college at UCLA, Brett Hundley. Now Hundley. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing, Hundley. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing is Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. This is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Caught by Cobb. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. He'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To Montgomery on the direct snap. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They fake the give. Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Newton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And before they can run this third down, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers again now. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's brought down after a good gain. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And some room to work. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Crosby puts it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he knocks it through. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He finds an opening past the 40. And look out, I think he's going to go. 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And to give this time to the tailback. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the
First down, this is McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A good pickup there, a 22. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rodgers now on first down. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vernon Butler busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. And Crosby puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Newton. He's going to loft one right here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Rodgers looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Cam fighting. It's out. Oliver at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Was well noted beginning of the year they wanted to win 11 games, but this loss here means they won't reach that number.
Yeah, they even had it posted in the locker room.